All right, here comes Kerry Allis. So, hell of a show we had last Saturday.
Oh my god, you guys should have been there live on Twitch. You've seen the insanity in person. But here we are post Burnout, and that means it's time for some big news.
From Kerry Allis.
And now, here comes a man who's at a bit of the center of controversy, actually, coming out of Burnout. So, I'm actually glad we're going to get to hear from him first. Here comes our world champion.
Yeah, it was a bit of an unfortunate end to what would have been and could have been an excellent match. But unfortunately, Clint has taken the message, and I don't know if it was a good one.
Yeah, no, it's sidelined him with the concussion for the next few weeks. Of course, we do wish him well, but here we go.
All right. Yeah, I mean, it definitely silenced some people. That's fair. Interesting to see that the champion is in his ring gear tonight. And he wants another match with Clint. Okay, I guess that makes sense given the way that match ended.
For sure.
And it looks like this was mentioned a little bit on the press conference, or alluded to, that Kerry and Hermes had been in talks. And Kerry says he's going to allow this idea. Wonder what is it they've been talking about? What do you think?
I think some big news.
That's fair.
Oh my goodness. That's huge.
Whoa!
It's an open challenge world title match that's going to be coming after almost every big show?
After every 5th episode of Ignition. Okay, so there's eligibility rules. 4th or below, you can't have
almost
answered
like an eliminator.
Yeah. 5 singles matches. That's okay. So we won't be seeing Meiji Kaito come out here. That's what we're hearing.
Yeah.
And no champion, so it can't be Mars Namor coming out either.
Oh, man, it's a lot of rules. Hope the faithful can keep track of all of that.
Yeah, I mean, Hermes and Kerry will be able to enforce it, I'm sure. The ones who really need to make sure they keep track are the ones backstage that'll be coming out. And I'm assuming we're having one of them come out soon. Oh my God. Oh, you know what that music means. Here comes Godzilla! Taikyo Ryu answering the open challenge.
And of course, a little surprising here, but I guess even a guy who wants to go to the tag division can't help himself when a world title opportunity just dangling in front of his face like that.
I mean, yeah, he definitely fits all the criteria. 5 or more matches, not in the top 3. Competing in a jean jacket, that's interesting. He didn't wait. He just came down to the ring and said, I don't care about this.
He said, here we go. Let's do this.
For real. Doesn't look to be hindering him at all. Must be a decently loose jacket.
Of course, so much fallout from Burnout that we'll experience as we go through the night tonight. What a show it was. By the time this is live, of course, you can catch the replay on the YouTube channel, and trust me, it was one hell of a show. You do not want to have missed some of those matches, especially the tag title match stands out. And of course, if you want to see what happened to Clint Cassidy, you should check out the world title match.
Absolutely. Every match on that show was amazing, in my opinion. I mean, other than maybe a little bit of a disappointing finish to the opening contest, but you'll have to see what we mean yourself.
And I have on good authority that later tonight we will hear from the new Women's World Champion, Bea Quinn. And I cannot wait to see what she has to say after finally getting that huge victory over Kimura Aiko.
Oh, yeah, we haven't even talked much about that, but man, finally, after all that time, she manages to take down her bitter rival. Somebody who
with her own move!
With her own move, which is, I mean, it's a move we hadn't even seen her, Aiko herself, use in this company at least. But Bea copied it perfectly. Makes me think she had to have used it in the past.
For sure. Well, right now, Taika Ryu taking it to our men's world champion.
For sure. I mean, you gotta. You know, everybody knows how Hermes fights. They know he's quick. They know he's
oh my goodness,
got high power in those kicks. They know they can't be willing or able to let him just take over the pace of the match. They've got to beat him down fast. And, I mean, we're seeing it right now. Hermes is taking over.
Yeah, very quickly here. Taika Ryu already looking actually a little tired. But Hermes, out of all the champions, probably is the most well-rested. All the other title matches were absolutely grueling, and Hermes got out a little luckier than the others.
And one of those title contenders is a little unfortunate tonight in the fact that he has been scheduled for a defense, though apparently at his own request. I'm not sure what Mars is thinking. Maybe he feels a little embarrassed by the aftermatch attack. I mean, he got hit by what was clearly a pair of brass knuckles, and then was choked out by a chain by Trent Taylor as that match finished. We had to get staff down here to clear them out.
Yeah, he definitely did get the opportunity to properly celebrate the biggest moment of his career. I mean, Bea Quinn wasn't the only one making history. Giant the Swinger!
Can't miss that opportunity.
Nope.
But yeah, I mean, Bea Quinn really, I don't know if you went to her post-match party. I assume you did, but that was the livest I've ever seen her.
I was in the VIP list, man. I was there you saw how fast I left after the show ended? Come on.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. I was only there for a little. Oh, my God, the wings of Icarus already. But he didn't land in the proper position.
No, unable to go for the pin. Oh, but he dodges that layer, but gets kicked. Wow, what a move from Taika Ryu. That was impressive. Oh, my goodness, a double knees. The champ got taken down for a moment, but right back on the attack.
Yeah, and I have to imagine that Hermes is very pleased that Kerry has agreed to this idea because he really would be looking for a stronger title defense than what he's already had, given the situation his first defense fell under.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, a lot of guys, like Taika Ryu is actually the perfect example of this. Like, very talented. Things have not went their way. And now they get an opportunity where even if they lose, competing for the world title can open you up for more opportunities in the future, including picking up non-SOW dates. I mean, we all want our guys to be successful and get paid. So, I mean, this is a great opportunity for Taika as well, win or lose.
Absolutely. And, I mean, he's already having a solid performance. Even though this match is only 10 minutes in, he's been pretty dominant. It's not like our champion has been on the back foot the whole time, but he's definitely been pushed back quite a bit. And the Godspeed DDT stolen by Taika Ryu.
And he has been studying Bea Quinn tape, but unfortunately, he's just not hashtag that bitch.
No, you can't just do the things she does and expect it to work out the same way. She is built different, I gotta say.
Giant the Swinger!
Classic Taika. He swings his opponent around all the time and is looking to dizzy them out.
So far, it's not worked.
Wings of Icarus landed full.
Two.
But kicked out of.
That's surprising.
I mean, at 11 minutes in, we've seen people kick out of it before, but even then, we've also seen matches end 11 minutes in with a Wings of Icarus. That finisher is always very impactful. Huge kick to the jaw! And Smart going for the pin immediately.
Yeah, a deeper pin here too, but it only draws another 2 count.
Ooh, we got to run that elbow into another double knee press.
Honestly, very impressive outing for Taika Ryu here. I mean, no one expected him to come out here and destroy Hermes or anything, but he's looking better than he has in his last few singles appearances.
Yeah, I mean, he may have gone a little longer with Meiji, but there was not really any chance in that match where it felt like Taika was ahead. And in this one, it's feeling like, even though it's still such a short match overall, Taika's been showing out. Although, as I say that, Hermes drop kicks him right out of the ring, and with a diving DDT, Suicida style, into a landing single leg drop kick too. Jeez. Hermes trying to show out. Now, you don't want to get counted out in a title match. Can't win the belt that way. Oh my God. A German into a snapmare like that is incredible. Ooh, that back elbow. And a soccer ball kick to the head. Hermes is showing out. All right, don't mind me just quickly looking into something. Believe we're having some technical difficulties at the moment. My casting partner's mic not seeming to work.
Are we back? Are we back?
Okay, I think we're back. Okay,
we are back.
Awesome.
All right.
Apologies for that, folks. Technical difficulties are just part of the life here at SOW.
That is what we do best. We stand Bea Quinn 1, number 2, technical issues. Oh my God, what a smack.
And then punching the skull in. I'm honestly, one thing I'm still a little floored by was that there was 0 blood in all of the matches on Burnout. I honestly can't believe that.
Oh, wait a minute.
There it is, the Wings of Icarus.
1, 2, 3.
And that is the definitive kind of win Hermes was looking for.
Yes, it is. But Taika Ryu has nothing to be ashamed of. That was a very solid performance for him.
I mean, going 17 minutes with Hermes, that's very impressive. All right, here we go. It's ya boy.
I've been looking forward to this all night. Of course, just debuting on Ignition last week and unable to make the card for Burnout. That's okay.
Yeah, it's completely fine. Out here in his trunks.
Okay, look at my guy, bro.
Now this is a time for a death game with Erren Payne.
Looking to make a name for himself here in the men's division. And the quickest way to do that is pick up some rapid-fire victories. We've seen what that's done for guys here in SOW so far.
Oh, yeah. And one matchup I'm really looking forward to, first off, tonight's matchup. We've got the Wild Tiger, Kerry Correa.
Another recent addition to the roster who was very impressive in their debut. And now we'll see what he's like as a singles competitor, because we haven't seen that yet.
Correct. And one other thing that I'm really hoping for that we get to see from Erren Payne, a match with Meiji.
Oh.
That would be fun. I can't imagine. I don't know who would win it, but I can only imagine how much hype that match would have behind it.
For sure. Of course, following the tag match, the cage match at Burnout, Meiji and Suave are no longer allowed to compete as a tag team, so we'll have to find out in the future what is next for both of those competitors. But you have to imagine that they're going to be keeping an eye on any other ranking match that's going on now that they've been, quote, freed from the tag division, because we talked about this during Burnout. Neither of those guys necessarily wanted to be a tag team anyway. They just had common enemies.
For sure.
Jesus, a series of big slaps and a drop kick to the outside. Erren Payne will not take that disrespect too lightly.
Not at all.
Big kick to the face right there. Now, immediately, the spinner Rudy leg drop. Look at that. Booker T would be blushing right now. He couldn't dream of doing a move like that. But now he takes a clothesline to the corner, but immediately grabs that wrist.
Yeah, but Kerry manages to shake him off, and God, it feels weird saying Kerry so many times. We're going to have that name in our mouths all night tonight. But yeah, Kerry Correa this time. Not to be confused with Kerry Allis, our GM, or Kerry Alway, our generally the ref for our tag matches.
Kerry is a fan of the name Kerry and wanted to employ as many Kerrys as possible. Who knows what Kerry we'll see next? Maybe Kerry with the C in the women's division. Who knows?
Maybe.
But right now, I mean, this is a pretty good matchup if you think from a styles perspective. These guys wrestle complementary wrestling style. Erren Payne, a nice hybrid style of striker and heavyweight, and then Kerry kind of the same way, but they kind of lean more into opposite directions of that hybrid style. So we're going to see a lot of back and forth here, a lot of strikes. We've already seen plenty of them, and then a lot of showboating. From Erren Payne, of course, but Kerry Correa also known for showboating too, so this will be interesting. Oh my God, is that any kind of device?
Yeah, it sure is. He's looking to put this out quick.
Okay, Correa not willing to lose that quickly, but it's one of those things where we talk a lot with Bea Quinn about psychological warfare. Sometimes hitting big submissions and moves early in matches that you know aren't going to win can fall into that category as well.
For sure. And honestly, the one thing I do always find interesting when Erren is in his trunks is he has this little flap that he wears right at the front of them. And I'm not quite sure where he picked that up from, but it's pretty interesting little detail that he always seems to have whenever he's in a pair of trunks. Oh my God, that was a huge DDT.
Impact DDT. And this could be a Kerry Correa saying, this is it. I've got him ready to go to sleep, no pun intended, as he goes for the pin, but it's in the ropes.
Yeah, that was, I mean, Erren knew exactly where he was there. There was no hesitation.
Sure.
And see,
no,
he
he's going
immediately
for the pin.
Tosses him down to the mat and picks up a pin of his own away from the ropes, knowing the match. Erren.
Oh, to the top.
Double
oh, my
stomp.
Goodness.
3, 2, 1, he says. Into a moonsault fall.
2, but no. And Kerry Correa not going to be happy about Erren Payne getting the crowd on his side.
No way. Oh, okay. I thought this was something else, to be honest, for a moment.
Oh, my God. Oh, my
God. Tiger suplex from the top rope.
And he doesn't go for the pin? Oh, no. It gets countered.
Yeah. Wow. Impressive maneuver. I mean, they are going. We talk about going full throttle from the beginning. This isn't even 8 minutes yet. It's about to be, but Jesus.
Yeah, these guys are giving it their all. They're trying to, again, two new talents and a very, very incredibly talented roster. You've got to have matches like this to make a name for yourself.
Absolutely.
And you've got to win these matches. Unlike, with guys like Taika Ryu, he's more established. He's not a high-ranking competitor. While these guys, their record's so fresh that these early wins can set you apart from guys like that deadlift German suplex. But yeah, like I was saying, you got to get those early wins to set yourself apart in the singles rankings, because it can happen really quickly where you lose control of things.
Absolutely, and he's calling for it again, the standing moonsault.
But no, another 2 count.
Yeah, the countdown into the standing moonsault seems to be a signature of Erren. Ooh, into a sliding forearm. straight for a pin after. And another standing moonsault, but Kerry is tired of it. He throws him off immediately.
And now the counter after counter. No, another counter. And now Kerry kind of saying he's done with this. A big right hand knocks Erren Payne, stumbles him. More punches to the back of the head. And that is definitely an interesting... And clearly Erren Payne not happy with that. And he's saying, you know what? I'm going to keep doing it.
Oh, wait. This is a different move. Oh, the sliding lariat. The in-game.
1, 2,
and it only gets the 2 count.
Lots of clapping from the crowd, deservedly so. And now Kerry going to that neck area. The ref having to get involved there. You got to be careful. The refs, from what I've been told, on high alert after the injury to Clint Cassidy to try and protect the head and neck area as much as possible, trying to avoid those concussions.
Ooh, a rear super kick there.
Whoa, wait a minute there. A little vintage Erren Payne.
Into another in-game lariat.
1, 2, no, my
kicked out of
goodness.
Again. Erren Payne is going to be getting desperate soon. And another running forearm from Kerry, but Erren kicks out instantly.
Oh my goodness.
He didn't wait for even a second, and the Anaconda Vice.
Oh, he had to grab the ice to get out of that, but that's a good counter to that move.
Absolutely.
Interesting, dragging him towards the ropes, but...
I think towards the corner was his original intention. Oh my God!
It's could back.
There it is! 1, 2. Oh my! I thought that was it.
I thought for sure that match was gonna end there.
Kerry Correa, double stomp,
trying to make a name for himself at the expense of Erren Payne.
A big knee and into the pin, but Kerry kicks out again. This is an incredible back and forth. Oh my God, deadlift suplex.
The strength of Kerry Correa on full display, too.
And the wisdom to a pin after every major move.
Both of these guys going for frequent pins, something that we don't see, honestly, enough of here in SOW.
Oh, I got to agree. And another rolling forearm, throwing him into the corner. This time, Kerry wanted to get his move, but Erren was quick to snipe it, knocking him right on his ass.
And these guys have been going 100 miles per hour since the start of this match. There's been hardly any time for either guy to rest, and we're 15.5 minutes in. Another pin in the center of the ring, but it's a 2.9 again. Erren Payne kicking out the last possible moment.
Yep. This has been a really strong showing for both of these wrestlers. They're not playing around. And I guess with Erren Payne in the match, you know you've got to be serious.
He calls himself one of, if not the best in the world. The best, not quite the best there ever was, the best there ever will be, but he wants to put himself in that status.
I don't know if you just saw that, but Kerry Correa just perfectly dodged, even without facing Erren Payne, that attempt at another in-game lariat.
Yeah, oh my goodness, a camel clutch style variant here.
Yeah, rolled right over him into a camel clutch, but Erren is not even beginning to be ready to tap. Sharpshooter!
Oh my God, I spoke it into existence! You reference the heart and a sharpshooter will soon follow.
Oh yeah, you gotta know it.
Oh my
big
goodness,
back chop, and then a big back drop. These men,
you gotta be thinking, like, these guys have world title aspirations. I mean, if not the national title will be on their radar, but I think that scene's currently a little occupied. We'll see that later tonight.
Absolutely.
A big leapfrog there. Oh, huge knee sends him flying over. What's this?
Just rolled around him for fun, I guess. Showboating. There it is, the third in-game lariat. That's got to be the
Certainly.
finish.
It's got to put him away.
With a decently slow count, too.
What a showing for both of these men.
Absolutely. Do not take this loss as a negative for Kerry. The death game is not an easy man to beat. And here we go again. Big news, Kerry coming right back down. I know we have another appearance from him later tonight, too.
These shows after pay-per-views, there's always a lot of news to share about what's happening next. Wrestling doesn't really have a ton of off time. We have some coming up that we'll talk about later on, but, Kerry Allis is definitely trying to already put together Pit Stop's card.
Yeah, I mean, we know at least there will be a tag title match on that card. We can't say for sure who will be competing against the Dark Crusade.
Speaking of which, here they come after match of the night easily for Burnout.
Oh, yeah. That tag title match, I was losing my shit watching that. I couldn't tell if it was going to end. Oh, and it looks like they're still in their ring gear.
I mean, these champions, they've always talked about being willing to defend anytime, anywhere, and hell, we already saw one title get put on the line tonight. They're not sure if Kerry Allis could be setting them up for something, too. It's smart to be ready here in SOW.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, they don't want to be caught unawares, that's for certain. So coming out in your gear with your titles makes perfect sense.
But also, let's just take this moment real quick. I know this is during their entrance, but we won't get another chance to tonight. Huge shout out to Sendu Darlo. What a performance they put on against the tag team champions. They may have lost, but they definitely won over the SOW crowd, and I think they even won over the Dark Crusade a little as well.
For sure. Oh. Alright, I'll fix that real quick. I think I forgot to mark Tornado. We'll just...
He hopped right out and said goodbye.
I was like, he's going to be doing all the talking? I need him in the ring. Thank you. Yeah, I just forgot to check Tornado. That's fine. Skipping their entrances will actually make that a lot faster to get back into.
Right.
Finalize. Thankfully, that one was like, oh, okay, cool. It's just an interview segment, not a full fucking match that we got halfway through that fucked up. Yeah, we're just gonna boom. And then this is irrelevant. And then this is gonna be easy to skip because Kerry Correa, shocker, doesn't have a fucking Titantron to load. Yeah, here we go. All right. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, it was a hell of a title defense that they had at Burnout, and knowing they have another one coming up real soon, I'm very curious what they have to say. Big words coming right away from Tony Lee. Unsurprising for him.
He does have a mouth on him.
And as always, Byron, that cool, calm, collected confidence. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure how Moment for Life are going to be feeling hearing him say that.
Wherever they are.
Wherever, yeah,
that's the bottom line, son.
Speaking of, where the hell are they? All right, our next match is, well, unfortunately, the only women's match on the card tonight. We just didn't have enough room. Kimura was too tired after Burnout, and while there are other women who are excited to fight tonight, the time we have for tonight's card is just not that great.
Like we said, things like this happen right after a big pay-per-view. There's a lot of fallout that has to be addressed, but Hoshina Kimiko is coming off a big draw, looking to get now a big W here in the women's division as we start to figure out possibly who will be Bea Quinn's first opponent for that world title. We know Kimura Aiko is now technically lower on the rankings, so it's open season for the rest of the division.
Absolutely. And here comes La Sombra Altisima in her black and silver gear tonight. And I usually point this out. We are also seeing a new gear for Kimura Aiko, something she has not yet worn. At least not on Ignition SOW TV.
All right, so here we go. Let's see. These two women wrestle very similar styles, so I'll be curious to see. Essentially, it's going to come down to possibly experience or just who hits their first big move first, as there's a super kick within 20 seconds. Goodness.
Yeah, these short, sweet super kicks do come out quite often from Altisima. Usually just meant to stun the opponent. She does have variants that are much stronger, but this is very much the stunning variety.
Of course, both these women disappointed with their performance in the Women's World Title Eliminator Tournament, but it was always meant to be Bea Quinn, and what they can do now is see if they can earn themselves an opportunity to lose to her in the near future. That's really what's happening right now in this division. Until Kimura Aiko comes back, which I'm told she's on a temporary tour in Japan, doing some dates over there, especially while SOW has a short break coming up ourselves. I can't think of anyone who can possibly go toe-to-toe with Bea Quinn right now.
I mean, normally I'd say Eve, but as we saw, Bea can handle that. So I got to agree with you. I think after coming off of a win against her career rival, her first win for a title against her career rival, she's going to be on top of the world for a while.
A big running slap.
Ooh, the second one misses, slammed right into the turnbuckle.
And the turnbuckle, people always talk about how the ropes can knock the breath out of you. The turnbuckle can do even worse than that. So,
oh, yeah. Suplex variant of a face buster, I should say. Suplex style face buster. Into the middle of the ring. We've seen her use that power slam to set up a code breaker about 50 times against Aiko, which you do have to wonder a little bit how the match, that brutal, bloody match with Kimiko before the match with Bea, affected Aiko's a performance in the ring. Not to say that Bea wouldn't have won anyways, but you do have to wonder.
I am realistic, okay? It definitely had an effect. However, Bea wrestled 3 weeks straight going into this match, so I think it probably more so put them on even footing.
That was the intention, and I would normally agree with that statement, but, well, Bea she did have one 30-minute draw on the first episode of Ignition. Then she had a house show match which went 15 minutes. Then she had a break, then a 10-minute match, and then a 16-minute match, all of which she kind of just dominated in. Like, don't get me wrong.
That's a lot of matches.
It is a lot of matches. It's not a lot of damage.
There's Fly.
Like, Bea Quinn did not take 4 code breakers and essentially a Death Rider.
That's because Bea Quinn would never allow that to happen to her.
That's true. I mean, she clearly didn't give Aiko the chance, the opportunity to hit any of her German suplexes. Not a single glowing stampede or finale came out in that match. Aiko was forced to rely on her alternative moves, which clearly couldn't get the job done.
And now Hoshina Kimiko is in this ring here, and you gotta thank for her right now. After taking a championship contender to a time limit draw, a win here would do a lot for her in the rankings, but Altisima's really looking to bounce back, and she has not gotten the start she wanted here.
No, her loss to Maria Reynolds Reynolds, what the hell? I don't know what I'm talking about. Maria Ramirez was a really rough one. Opening with a draw that was unfortunate due to the two women both being unaware of the count at the moment. Following that with a loss to a submission. I mean, honestly, I feel like she's probably really wanting that rematch.
I would say so.
But first, she has to finish this match and get a win here. Otherwise, a shot at Maria probably isn't in the immediate future.
No, to me, why would you give a reward to someone who's losing?
Exactly.
The only person willing to do that is our world champion.
Well, yeah, I guess my assumption with Hermes' intentions with the open challenge is that he really is desperate to prove himself. And I'm not 100% sure if it's the best idea. I mean, I get why Kerry approved it. Ooh, deep
Oh my
DDT.
goodness. That could actually put this match away, which we've barely talked about. No offense to these women. 1, 2.
Oh, close. Yeah, I mean,
I think these refs they're kind of a little slow tonight. I don't know if they got some feedback from Burnout. Maybe Kerry wasn't impressed with how some of those matches ended in faster counts or something. I didn't really see an issue, but maybe he did. Frog splash. 1, 2, no.
Yeah, I'm wondering if the refs, because that last count was pretty solid, but the one before was a little slow. I'm wondering if the refs just aren't quite sure what speed is right and are just going on the fly. Another frog splash, by the way, but kicked out of again.
Now, we've seen Hoshina Kimiko make huge mistakes by being too aggressive. Tope Suicida! Speaking of aggressive, goodness! Yeah, Kimiko over-relying on those top rope moves has quite literally cost her matches. So, I'm surprised to see her go back-to-back that way.
Well, I mean, the first one got a 2 count. You'd think that maybe getting a second one with a pin right after would get slightly more. But seems not. I can't really blame her for utilizing it when it's doing damage at least. And
there's another one.
Pins.
2, but look, it's another 2 count.
Yeah, it's not really getting her where she needs to go. Big kick straight to the face. And a cutter. But Kimiko back up. Oh, here we go. Shining Astro Scissors.
Oh my goodness. Gotta pull away from those ropes and cover.
And that's exactly what she's doing. 1.
What a pin. 2.
No.
Ow.
Yeah, I gotta agree with the holy shit chance there. That was a shocking kick out at 2. Oh, here we go. We've seen quite a few of these. Codebreaker!
Codebreaker! And she's gonna go for the cover. 1, 2, no!
Oh,
my goodness.
Wow. This isn't
okay.
over.
Exchanging finishers. I did not have that on my bingo sheet for this match.
Deja
oh my goodness.
Vu head scissors.
Well, Kimiko goes right back up, though she has to be at least slightly dazed.
Is she doing it again? It's just like against Aiko. Codebreaker after Codebreaker.
1, 2,
and
oh my goodness.
2, what is going on? La Sombra is not done. Leaping complete shot.
So if I'm Hoshina Kimiko, now this has been 2 matches in a row where multiple code breakers, multiple frog splashes, it's not getting the job done. At this point, it has to be a strength and power issue. Like, maybe she needs to hit the weight room.
Maybe.
She's not in bad state, but she might need to add some muscle.
And
oh
a
my
God!
God!
Finish for the first time in SOW.
Out of nowhere, Altisima with a huge victory, and wow, that's gonna set Kimiko back a bit.
Yeah, I mean,
but now, like you said before, Altisima might get that rematch with Maria.
Oh yeah. All right. here we go. I mean,
you're gonna have to get used to seeing these guys. Since they won this cage match at Burnout, we're gonna see them every week between now and pit stop.
except for the 2 we're on break for, but it's gonna
Well, you know what I
be.
mean.
Yeah, I'm just clarifying for the crowd. It's gonna be. Well, for me, it's gonna be a bit of a personal nightmare. I don't mind. Don't get me wrong. I was impressed on that cage match. They didn't do much cheesy tactics. They were wrestling straight. I mean, there weren't even weapons in that ring. Not surprising, given it's kind of hard to get to them.
Let's say there was a cage, but oddly enough, they did not use the cage.
No, they fought a straight match and won a straight match by forcing, of all people, Meiji Kaito to tap out. Now, it doesn't really affect Meiji in the singles rankings at all. It was a tag match, so it doesn't go onto those records. But it's still, for Kick-Ass, that's gotta feel great.
I mean, that's his first victory. I mean, he's still technically he has not won a singles match, but that was his first victory, and I mean, it looks like it solidified this team. I mean, Marco was impressed from what I could tell.
Yeah, I don't think Marco expected to see a pin or a win come from Kick-Ass in that match. I think he thought he was going to be carrying the weight. So he looks a lot more relaxed now than he did at Burnout. And we'll have to see if that affects this upcoming match against one of our more unfortunate teams in the division, who are looking to take a straight shot to pit stop. Of course, even if they win tonight, the gauntlet rules don't change. If somebody manages to take out Marco and Kick-Ass and win their title shot, they're also gonna have to defend those titles.
Yeah, in a way, being the first team to do this, like, it's kind of like drawing the short straw.
Yeah, I mean, because you now know that you are also gonna have to wrestle 4 matches even if you win.
Yeah. So, with that being said, the live stream are desperate at this point. They've come up short the last few times they've been here on Ignition, so you know that these guys are looking for a bounce back win against, again, this is a brand new tag team. They've got 1 tag match under their belts, and yes, it was a huge victory on pay-per-view, but experience matters. And the live stream have that in spades in comparison.
Oh, yeah. That said, an immediate assisted pile driver. A minute into the damn match. I mean, Jesus. Marco and Kick-Ass showing the level of brutal tactics that have gotten them to this point.
Now the ref wisely getting involved a little late. Again, we're supposed to be following this initiative of protecting the head and neck area after the injury to Clint Cassidy, and so far tonight that has been followed until that moment there where there was quite a few unrestricted strikes to the side of the head.
Yeah, I think there is a strict limit to the number you're allowed to do in a row. And after Marco hit that limit, the ref immediately got involved. We'll have to see how Kerry feels about the ref following the limit rule still. Oh, and they got another tag move off, by the way. Their teamwork is actually pretty solid so far in this match.
Well, I'm sure they've been hitting the practice ring together since heading into Burnout, but especially after, since they won.
Yeah. I mean, now they have to remain a tag team. And immediately, Seiji attempts to do the same with corner grapple and prep up for Chikara to get in there, but Kick-Ass throws him into the corner himself and gets out of the way. And now he's getting caught in a bit of a unfortunate grapple there, which we do know the live stream is quite known for.
Oh, yeah.
And this is more their speed. The last time they were in the ring, it was a tornado tag match, something they are not really used to. And they did unfortunately come up short in that. But they're now back in a normal style, one-on-one style tag match where tags are happening, are relevant, and you do have to follow the rules to a degree. So
absolutely.
You have to see if that manages to assist them in this matchup. But Marco quick to remove that submission attempt, which was on the illegal man, so really wasn't important. But now showing a little more concern for Kick-Ass, unlike in the previous match where he just let him kind of take moves.
Yeah, I think, Marco is definitely the kind of guy who he wants championship gold, and now that he has a potential opportunity to do that with Kick-Ass, he's gonna care about him a little more, even if it's just surface level, which it likely is with Marco because he's a scumbag. But
yeah,
I mean, I expect him to be more like a traditional tag team partner for Kick-Ass now, who, again, he's got his own ego problems, but getting in with Marco, of all people, to associate with is just not going to help you gain any kind of favor with the SOW faithful.
No, or with me. Fucking hate this guy. Like, don't get me wrong, Trent Taylor, I also am not a huge fan of, but at least he's honest about what he's about.
And interestingly, unlike what we saw even during the tag title match at Burnout, there was a pin attempt where the live stream did not use their cut play.
Yeah, I mean, they are probably, out of all the tag teams here, the one who has some of the greatest experience wrestling together. They know each other's limits. They know when it's time to cut in and when it's not.
And now Kick-Ass trying to get some momentum back. I mean, you know that there's not much left of his ego, losing this tag title shot right after picking up the biggest win of his entire career, getting Meiji Kaito to tap out. I mean, that would be devastating for him to lose this opportunity so quickly.
Oh, yeah. I think he'd probably, honestly, I don't want to say it, but I think he'd probably quit SOW at that point. I think he'd decide he was done here.
It would be an opportunity for him to possibly reinvent himself on the indies.
Maybe. Because, I mean, he loves that movie a lot, and that's what it built up his character as it is, but it clearly has not given him a real resistance to pain, and he's being taken to task right now. That said, we've seen before, in that match, he can handle submissions. He can deal with the pain. He just can't handle being knocked out.
Which, that probably relates to that. That's when they bonded over even.
Yeah.
And then, this is a good opportunity for us to talk about this because I don't believe they're scheduled to appear tonight, but we do not know what is next for Meiji Kaito or Suave Jackson.
Oh, yeah, no, they aren't here tonight. Neither one of them was super enthused after the loss. And understandably, they have decided that they would rather appear at the next Ignition, which will not be until September. I believe September 5th is our next date.
So make sure you guys follow the SOW social media so you get updates on the next episode. And also make sure you follow us just so you can get updates in general. We hold press conferences occasionally with our talent, especially before big shows.
Yeah.
You can get that out there.
We had actually a really solid press conference before Burnout, which I feel was pretty interesting. Gave us a lot of insight on the minds of some of our competitors, and that is an incredible hold. Basically,
Marco's in pain.
Yeah, he's immediately going to tag out. He did not enjoy that. Big uppercut though, as a response. Into we saw that before, that sheer drop suplex, I guess. And now Seiji ready to tag out.
The live stream looking pretty good in this contest so far.
Yeah, they're performing, exactly as they were before. And how they... Oh my god, a sharplex!
1, 2...
It almost did it.
Goodness.
Broken up at the last second.
That was a kick out, man. That wasn't even...
And that got the crowd talking.
Yeah, it did.
Ooh, all the way over to the other corner. Yes, Seiji's adherence to the rules of stepping out of the ring before stepping back in for the cut play almost cost them there.
Yes, it did. Now a big tag team move on to Marco right after the tag into the Boston Crab. Kick-Ass just having to watch, but here he comes. Unsurprisingly, breaks that up.
Yeah, I gotta get that out of there. Ooh, crucifix attempt, but kicked out immediately by or not kicked out, but kicked away immediately by Kick-Ass. And now Seiji seems wise to the tag maneuvers coming from Marco and Kick-Ass as he suplexes Kick-Ass back out of the ring, saying illegal partners should stay outside.
Well, I have a question for you, a little what-if scenario. I know you're a lot closer to Kerry than I am. What is the plan on if these two teams have a 45-minute time limit draw?
Just like a title match, nothing changes.
Nothing changes, okay. So it's, for the live stream, it's basically the same as losing.
Yes, quite literally. I mean, it goes on the records as a draw, but it is essentially the same as losing. Also, those kicks, Jesus Christ. Just kicked him right out of the ring.
And backing up for a tag. Both teams kind of starting to tag frequently here in the later goings of this match. Trying to see who will end up gaining that ultimate advantage to get the victory.
Yeah, meanwhile, Seiji and Chikara beating the hell out of Kick-Ass from behind. Now he's got him in a big face lock. Looks pretty damn painful to me. But as usual, Kick-Ass just gets right out, not caring at all.
There's that swinging neckbreaker that we saw a ton of in the cage match. He hit at least 3 of those, I believe, on Meiji Kaito. Possibly led to the submission finish.
Yeah, he's clearly quick to hit more of them. Hit 2 on Chikara, followed by a deadlift suplex. Oh, the famouser! And now a single leg
crab.
Yeah, but as usual, Kick-Ass just not caring about those submissions. They might hurt, but he can ignore the pain. Ooh, they're hitting a double team move. Double suplex. Marco gets countered.
You know, he's thinking about that uppercut at some point.
Yeah, we've seen that uppercut just a few times, and it has won a lot of matches for him. Rolling punch into a fist drop. Picks him up. Knee to the gut. But Seiji does not fall over, and I'm not sure Marco expected that. Ooh, solid.
But unfortunately, Seiji backed up into their corner, and that's an odd mistake for a tag team veteran to do.
And now we've got the submission punches. Ooh, getting out of that tag attempt has now allowed him to get straight to his partner, which he needed. He was getting his ass beat in that corner.
Yeah, which again, he put himself in, so he has no one to blame but himself, but...
Oh, for sure. Kick-Ass forced to get out before the... Ooh, another... Right out of the leg, right into some punches himself. Very quick shift from Chikara. And now a tag out for Marco. No, those rising kicks again into another falling fist drop. But these tag moves aren't coming out anymore. Looks like they have been... Oh, there's that face buster. We saw that a lot from Mars Namor, too. Seems like these two have some similar moves.
Swinging neckbreaker, there it is, but he gets right back up, and now a couple punches. I assume Kick-Ass trying to learn some more striking from Marco. And, of course, that is his specialty.
Yeah, more punches. These two are both very shoot style. They love to do strong strikes as the majority of their maneuvers. Though Kick-Ass does have actual holds. Another famouser into a single leg grab.
I just love trying to tap out. Kick-Ass is the right way to go.
I mean, clearly not. Oh, and he's not done. He said, get your ass back in here. Suplex the illegal partner back into the ring, clearly getting sick of those Famousers.
Now takes a body slam, and oh, what a counter.
Into a headlock.
Almost shades of Erren Payne here. That looks very similar to an Anaconda Vice.
Yeah, it does. And now that leg picked up again. Stretching him out real bad. And there's no leverage really for Kick-Ass. The most he can do is try to push off the ground.
Which he's more than capable of doing.
And there's a brainbuster suplex right to Kick. Oh my God!
What a kick!
Yeah, Seiji is, I mean, I'd be tagging out ASAP. He's going to have to get through Marco to get there, though.
And backs into the wrong corner again. We'll see if that costs him.
He's just trying to back away from these fists and feet that are fucking serving him right now.
I mean, they give him an opportunity to tag. That's an interesting strategy, but
Marco says, go ahead.
This late into the match, we have to assume cut play is probably really low or out for both these teams. So
yeah, I mean, they've been cutting in pretty frequently since about the 15-minute mark. Rolling punch again. Marco, I mean, unsurprisingly, comes out on top in a strike exchange. But he's being brought to the corner and dropped right down. Big super kick to the back of the head.
Oh, off the ropes, big elbow drop. But Marco gets back up, and now he's pushing him back into this corner.
Yep.
Quick knee strike, but he loses control and has to Irish whip him away.
Oh my God, that kick to the face. Another double team attempt, but thwarted. However, gets hit by a body slam in retort. Oh my God, what a delay. What
delayed
power.
Vertical suplex,
but not sold at all. Holy shit.
No, wow, right into the tag. That's pissed off Kick-Ass, you can tell.
Yeah, he's like, what the hell, swing neck breaker, is going on? How did that not take you down? You should have been out for at least a minute.
We have crossed the 30-minute mark here, and you know, if you're the live stream, you guys have to start thinking about trying to get a victory.
Oh yeah, I mean, weirdly enough, have not seen a single price of freedom from Seiji. Crucifix pin. And yeah, I think you might have been right about the cut play. It looks like there are no opportunities right now. It's all or nothing in the ring. The first proper pin or submission is going to end it. That's in the ropes. And yeah, the ref can see that. Come on.
You have to assume there they've been instructed to be more lenient because of tactile shots on the line here.
Okay, a little bit of the concern I mentioned that Marco has for Kick-Ass went out the window there as he threw Seiji into his own partner, just not even, completely blatantly.
I mean, look, that's a valid strategy. He's an attack.
There we go with a big face lock. Still not quite the price of freedom, but it's getting closer.
Then he tags out instead.
Yeah, I guess he took a lot of damage himself. And here comes that face buster. Russian leg sweep. Ooh, into an arm bar.
Will that be enough? No, Marco gets out of it.
Oh my God. Falling fist drop from the second rope, but Marco said, don't even try to pin me. In DDT, center of the ring, but neither man is up. Can't capitalize well if you're on the mat. You got to get up there, and too late. Now Marco tags out.
I mean, Marco and Kick-Ass should be exhausted at this point. They had a 20-minute tag team match at the pay-per-view just a few days ago, And now here we are about 35 minutes into this, and assuming they win, they're competing again on September 5th.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that 2-week break is going to be a godsend for them.
I'm sure a lot of our roster feels the same way.
Oh, yeah. But, I mean, imagine if we were going without a break, if this was just to be episode to episode, how would they feel knowing that they had another match next Thursday? I would, if I was them, I'd be like, I don't know if I can do this, man.
Yeah, I'd be asking for some kind of reprieve, but thankfully the schedule will give them some, and a lot of it has to do with that big the K1 Climax tournament in JEPW that a lot of our talent will be participating in.
Oh yeah, which, by the way, really excited to know that Clint will be able to participate in that.
Yes,
even though he won't be there for the first date, he will be there for all subsequent dates.
Yes, we also have a, there was some injury concern for El Rey as well, coming out of that crazy finish in that match. But I've been told that he has no specific injury, and he should be fine for the return on September 5th as well.
Yeah, just 2 weeks out, which, I mean, the break could not have been better time for him. He won't miss a single day other than this show.
Yeah, which he wasn't booked for anyway, so.
Yeah, exactly.
But still to come tonight, the national title will be defended. And we will hear from the women's world champion.
Yes, we will.
But right now, this match is starting to dangerously approach a time limit draw.
We've seen tag matches go this long before, but Jesus, I don't know if these guys really want that. I mean, Marco and Kick-Ass, I'm sure, are fine. They don't care if it goes to a draw. Given that they have 2 weeks coming, I feel that while they would have loved a short, simple match to get this done and over with, a draw is enough for them. They retain their title shot.
Exactly. But for the live stream, once again, another loss. And I mean, they've just suffered loss after loss after loss lately, it feels, especially when it matters for them. I mean, where does it even put them in the rankings if they lose tonight?
Well,
dead last?
If they lose tonight, dead last. If they, almost dead last. Technically, they would still have a win, which would still put them above Taikyo and Kerry. But they would be second to last at that point. A draw would at least allow them in the rankings to stay somewhat stable.
And also, I mean, we saw impressive outings from both Taikyo and Kerry tonight that you have to imagine their next appearance as a tag team will likely not result in an L. So the live stream really need to pick up this win to keep themselves from hitting rock bottom.
Oh, yeah.
But they only have about 4 minutes to do so, and I mean, Kick-Ass and Marco, rightfully so, kind of going on the defensive. At this point, they just have to let the clock run out.
Yeah, I don't think they really care about winning. All they care about is the match. I mean, they do still go for pins if they can, but that was in the ropes. But yeah, I don't think they really give a shit if they win the match outright, or as long as they retain their title shot. To them, that's all that matters.
Yeah, and they only have to survive for about 3 more minutes, and you know the internal clock going off in the heads of both members of the live stream.
I mean, they're
running out of time.
They're getting desperate, constantly putting on submissions, constantly putting in big moves whenever they can. But Marco clearly just stalling. Like, he's not a submission guy.
No. He's intentionally wrestling a different style just to draw the match out longer. Now look at this. I mean, this is precious time. Seconds wasted as we fall under 2 minutes to go.
I mean, I gotta say it, as much as I hate to say it, it's a really good strategy from Marco and Kick-Ass to just draw this out. If they know they aren't going to win, if they know they aren't going to be able to get these guys to give up or sit down for the 3, just make them time run out. Run the clock. Now they really technically only have to wait 57 seconds. Not even then. Because we know a ref's count, though it is a count of 3, it's not exactly 3 seconds.
Right.
So honestly, once the count, if the clock goes even another, I'd say 15 seconds, this match is likely already over.
And the swinging neck breaker, that's probably going to do it.
Oh,
that's
wait.
That's going to secure it.
Guillotine's in.
And
nope.
the time runs out.
Well, that's it. All Kick-Ass had to do was survive that guillotine for just enough, and with this, they retain their title shot. I mean, the live stream definitely disappointed with that result.
Right?
Yeah. All right, for the last time tonight, we have Kerry coming out, and this time it's to interview your favorite girl.
And I've been looking forward to this all night. As you said, the after party was crazy at Burnout after she won the world title in the main event, defeating her eternal rival Kimura Aiko for the first time in singles competition. And here she comes in just a moment.
Love this new theme for her. What do you think of it?
I mean, she handpicked it herself, so I'm not surprised that's absolute peak. But yes, look how good green looks on Bea Quinn.
Oh yeah, that belt actually very pretty.
And after the match earlier tonight, you have to think what is on the mind of our champion. Of course, referencing the press conference from before Burnout.
Yeah, where she gave a bit of an impression.
You damn right. You damn right.
Oh.
Now here's the big news part. You know, it's not a Kerry Allis segment without one of these. Oh. What?
Wait. She didn't mention at the press conference that she wanted easy opponents, but really? Yeah, like, Charlie hasn't won. She's lost both the matches she's had in the company, not even a draw.
Well, I mean, I guess... I don't know. It's similar to the logic that Hermes was using at the start of the show.
Yeah, but at least Hermes had, like, conditions. They were specific. I guess he was trying to get more title shots out of the way. And it did take him, apparently, a full 5 weeks to convince, even with those conditions, Kerry Allis to say yes. But
right now, Kerry Allis kind of on the defensive here with Bea, and that's not a place where you want to be. She's the one with just as much power in this company, because if she walked out with that belt, imagine what that would do to SOW's reputation.
Wait, stolen?
I mean, you know, she's probably correct. I mean, if this is Bea's analysis on Charlie's matches, and I know that Bea watches tape. She watches tape. She knows ball.
Look, I've seen those matches over and over. There was not cheating in a single one of them. Charlie Seen lost fair and square. Charlie Seen lost fair and square to Nishi.
Are we sure no one held the tights? Are we sure?
Positive.
I think I have to side with Bea on this one. I think I do recall seeing tights grabbed, and of course the refs here count into the ropes, so of course they're gonna miss tights being grabbed.
All right, it's time for tonight's main event, and
I just want to say, you know what? I'm not gonna let you get away with what you just tried to say at the end of Bea Quinn's segment. You need to respect her, okay? She's not just gonna say anything random. Anyway, that's beside the point. Let's talk about this man right here. In his debut in SOW, won the national championship.
Yeah,
that's almost Bea Quinn level impressive.
You might be getting a little too high on Bea Quinn, but I got to agree, it is incredibly impressive to see him win this title so quickly into his tenure in SOW. And keep in mind, that title isn't just any mid-card title. You hold that for 6 months, you can trade it right in for a world title shot.
But here comes a man who wants to take it from him, as we saw in what was actually a fairly brutal post-match beatdown at Burnout with the brass knucks, followed by the chain choking him out as when the ref tried to award the title to him. But Trent Taylor, I mean, he might be reaching new lows as he continues to lose big matches.
Yeah, I mean, it did get him this title shot, though. And I guess in his mind, he's kind of annoyed that he didn't have to be pinned to not win the title. So here we go. Now, one thing I did notice at the start was the champion chose to enter first. And I'm
not a fan.
Yeah, me either, honestly. I'm not really a fan of the idea. I think champions should enter second, especially in title matches. Like, it's just, that's what the crowd wants to see. The champion come in after.
It's
now,
tradition as well.
Absolutely. And, I mean, I know Mars has never been a champion before, so maybe he's not quite used to the tradition, but I think he's going to have to learn it pretty quickly, because coming in first, I don't know if you're trying to play mind games on your opponent or what, but that's definitely not going to work against somebody like Twisted Trent Taylor. I mean, he's literally called Twisted. Jesus, that was a big electric chair.
And of course, you know, it also could have been mind games on Trent's part. Maybe he was supposed to come out first, but didn't go to Gorilla.
And maybe they told Mars that you just have to go out. Or, alternatively, maybe Trent forced Mars to go out first in order to have this match. It's possible that he, after his attack, decided to do a little bit of mind games in before the match even started by saying he wouldn't accept this rematch for the title unless he had the second entrance.
Right, because we do know that Mars is the one who asked for this match and got it approved by Kerry, even though Kerry was probably going to be fine with it anyway because Trent wasn't involved in the pin finish, or excuse me, it was the KO finish of that match.
Yeah, it's pretty clear that Trent versus Mars was a match that was going to happen.
One man we didn't hear from tonight that, you know, has to be disappointed with his performance from Burnout would be the Emperor himself, Caster Lincoln, not appearing tonight. I was told that they reached out to him to show up, and he did not pick up the phone.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine a man like that would be too defeated, though. I feel like he's the type of person to see a loss like this, and instead of leaving to go pout and be angry, he's gone to research and reinvigorate
he's in the lab, for sure.
Like, I feel like the reason he didn't pick up the phone, Trent is really playing mind games.
Yes, he is.
But
he even had me thinking for a second.
Exactly. I think the reason that Caster didn't pick up the phone is because he was too focused. He didn't hear it.
Very possible.
Honestly, I don't think he would have cared anyways. He would have said, I'm busy.
Yeah. Especially with that 2-week break coming up, he's just not going to be concerned about that.
No, he wouldn't have had a title match tonight anyways. Instead, what he'll probably be doing, even with his loss, he's still near the top of the rankings. I mean, with Clint also losing, the only person above him right now, I believe, would be still Hermes. Who, honestly, obviously he's the world champion, but that was a hell of a hook. He's been pushing himself up the rankings. So if something ever happened to that title for him, he'd definitely be right at the top, ready for a rematch.
Absolutely.
I mean, as far as we know, the only person to beat Hermes is currently in the ring with Mars Namor, Trent Taylor.
And right now, I mean, he's looking like...
come on, ref, get involved. Immediately. See, this is why I like this ref. This is John Cooper. He does not tolerate bullshit.
He shouldn't.
Oh, we've got it set up. This is going to be a hell of a lariat.
Oh my goodness, turning Trent Taylor inside out is no easy feat. Oh my god, almost securing the win in less than 10 minutes. Could you imagine what that would have done for him to get that huge victory? 10 minutes to Trent Taylor?
I mean, it would have been a massive gain for him.
But come on, damn, ref. Make him throw it away.
I'm not sure if he, I'm not sure if that was the same chain. He unraveled it again. I wonder if he has more.
I mean, you'd hear the chains at some point in the man's damn pants.
Or are they under those wrist belt straps that he has on?
Right now, Mars Namor not overly concerned.
Yeah, we know Trent is the type to love to blatantly cheat as much as possible because he knows that the DQ rules here follow similar to Japan, where there's a lot more discretion.
Absolutely.
But I've been hearing from Kerry that he's considering making a change if this type of activity continues. Ooh, that was a huge kick.
I'm sure that would make you happy.
Make me very happy. I'm really fucking sick of the cheater. Oh, Mars looks tired. I just saw him holding his gut. Oh, come on. Saw him holding his gut for a moment before he got unceremoniously kicked in the balls.
I mean, the cheating definitely needs to stop between, you know, his Trent Taylor's tactics, the women who kept grabbing Charlie Sheen's tights during her two matches. The cheating has gotten out of control in SOW, and I think it might be time for Kerry Allis to get involved and say, look, there has to be a little more strict on these guys in the ring. They're starting to think they can get away with anything. I mean, who knows what the women will do to Charlie Sheen next to keep her down.
Look, first of all, I agree that the cheating needs to be taken care of. Absolutely. Second, though, no, there's nothing going on with Charlie Sheen. This conspiracy theory that Bea is spouting is just there so that she can get Kerry to agree. Yes, she's just trying to get Kerry to agree to a title shot. I'm not sure why. I don't think it's because she's looking for an easy win. There's got to be something else going on, because I don't think she's the type of woman to be concerned about easy wins that much. She talks like she is, but I feel like that's all it is. It's talk.
I think you need to watch your mouth.
I think that there's another reason that Bea Quinn is looking to defend specifically against Charlie Sheen. Because at the interview, she also mentioned another woman who's lost quite a bit and would probably be, no offense to her, an easier mark, Aaliyah Pope. But she doesn't mention her name here. She specifically brings up Charlie.
And this is just for her first match. She might want Aaliyah Pope afterwards. I mean, you can't say for sure.
No.
Anyway, we're getting too off topic. This match is still going on, and there's a flying headbutt from Trent Taylor.
Twice, by the way.
He is looking to see if...
Oh my God! The ref noticed it too late. But again, the count is all there can be. But Mars does not seem as affected this time. He was ready for it. He knew it was coming.
Yeah, he had that one scouted. Big power slam in the center of the ring.
Oh.
Off the ropes.
Big fucking tackle. Jesus. Took more out of him than out of Trent. Oh, come on.
We have to remember, this is this man's second match in 7 years. It's not surprising that he'd be a little quick to get a little gassed up.
Yeah, I guess that's definitely true. You gotta wonder, though, I mean, this match does have a decent time limit to it, 60 minutes, but do you think he can go another 60?
I don't think either of these guys can. Oh my God!
Pounced! Ooh.
And now a kick to the thigh, dodges the punch again.
But now he's getting, oh my, there it is, the hanging choke. This isn't meant to finish a match, it's just meant to get them weak.
Well, if he could get him to pass out to it, that would be a huge statement.
Oh, for sure.
There's a lot of people who are going to doubt this man because of his ring rust and because of that time spent away from the ring. The only person, wait a minute.
God! A Death Valley driver stolen, and he goes for the pin.
1, 2,
but he does not get it.
He is not Bea Quinn.
I don't think anybody has quite her acumen with stealing finishers and winning.
And now a strike exchange here. Strikes versus kicks, and now a punch. Oh my God,
Jesus.
what a spinning roundhouse kick. He is exhausted, for sure.
I mean, after every move, he's holding his gut, trying to catch his breath. He really needs to take the time. Honestly, I would have let that headlock go on maybe a little longer. Try to use that time to get a little more air in my lungs. I know it's a little counterintuitive because you would think you'd be getting choked out, but more of the pressure is on your neck than around your throat itself. But Trent isn't giving him a moment.
Oh my God, knockout punch. Could that do it? We have a new champion right here too. No, we don't.
Oh? It looks like that pin was enough time to
get
rested.
Wait a minute.
We're about to see another lariat come through. Boom!
Bang!
And
turning him inside out. 1, 2,
and
3.
That's the 3. A definitive win for Mars Namor.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on September 5th for the next episode of Ignition.